Namaste friends, it's Philippa here. I'm going to take you through a lovely chilled session. I'm out here today in Diagula National Park, one of the national parks that are still open, yay. So in that note, just checking in with everyone. Hopefully you are taking some time to be in nature, how wonderful it is, how grounding it is, how relaxing it is to be out here. So hopefully you get some time in your week to go for some walks in your local parks, or if you're able to, maybe even come to a national park that is legally open. So let's get started on our back. Make sure you have everything, which is basically just a mat and a quiet space. Turn your phone off and let's begin. So laying all the way down onto your back. And you can either extend your legs out, or if you need a little more support for your lower back, you can bend your knees and have your knees touching each other. So however you wish to be laying, to be relaxing. And if you have that desire to get a little bit more comfy, you can add a cushion under your head or have a blanket nearby. But we won't need any props for the class. So take a moment to get comfortable on your back here. You can take your legs a little wider, your arms a little away from the body. Gently move your head from side to side. And slowly feel the back of your head releasing down into the ground. And then drawing your head back to center and gently tilt your chin or tuck your chin in towards your chest. Feel the stretch in the back of your neck. And then relax your head and just let your head be in a neutral position, so all sides of your neck are equal. Soften into your shoulders. Release into your arms. Relax your back, your hips and buttocks. And relax into your legs, heels, feet and toes. Close down your eyes and let all your facial muscles be soft and relaxed. Take a moment to step back and observe your surroundings. Be aware of any sounds that you can hear. Just notice how these sounds, they may come and go. They may be louder at times, they may be softer. But try to just keep these sounds on the edge of your awareness. Try to not feel any anger or any stress towards these sounds. We really don't have so much control over the sounds that we hear all the time. So if we can, we just take a step back and be mindful that they're going to be there, but they're not going to disturb us. So let's try to take our awareness now onto the body and onto the breath. So just begin to feel your breath at your nostrils. And just say in your mind, I am aware that I am inhaling. I am aware that I am exhaling. And start to really experience and feel your inhalation as it enters the body, and your exhalation as it leaves the body. Without forcing your breath, start to breathe a little deeper. Find a rhythm to your breath. And for those who are familiar with complete yoga breathing, you can come straight into that. For those who aren't sure, I'm going to guide you through it now. So let's rest our hands on the abdomen. Relax your abdomen. As you breathe in, feel your abdomen expand into your hands. And as you breathe out, feel your abdomen gently coming back towards the body. So inhale, expand the belly. And then exhale, feel it contracting to the spine. And here we're breathing all the way down into the bottom of our lungs. A great way to calm the nervous system, to calm our mind, and to just relax. So from here, we'll gently slide the hands to the lower rib cage. Your fingertips can touch at the center, or you can cross your arms and rest them on the sides of your rib, whichever's more comfortable. So as you breathe in, feel your ribs expand outwards and upwards. And as you exhale, feel your rib cage coming back to the core of the body. So experience that expansion as you inhale, and then that softness as you exhale. Create some openness and space into the lungs as you inhale, and then exhale slowly. And from here, we'll now take the hands to the upper chest. You can relax your fingertips on the collarbones, or even hook your thumbs under your armpits. Breathe now into the upper lungs, into the chest. As you inhale, feel the chest rise. And as you exhale, feel your chest softening and relaxing. Breathing into the space between your collarbones as it opens. And then let that all go as you exhale. Awesome. Let's combine these three parts together for our complete yoga breathing. Rest one hand on your abdomen and one hand on your upper chest. And begin to breathe into the bottom of your lungs, filling up all the way to the top. And then breathing out from the top of your lungs down to the bottom. And really feel the breath moving from the bottom to the top and from top to bottom, using your full lung capacity to breathe. And to experience the inhale is energizing, is uplifting, and the exhalation is calming and relaxing. And maybe you wish to take a sigh or two, really to just unwind, to let go of anything in your body, let go of anything in your mind. Making that conscious effort to really be present in your practice. To not get too caught up in what's due or what's happening after practice or what's out there. Try to just take that awareness within. Take that awareness to your breath. Enjoy breathing. Take a couple more deep breaths here, letting everything go. Really getting into that chill mood. And from here, we'll gently bring the palms together. You can rub your palms, create some warmth in your hands. When you feel enough warmth in your hands, you can gently rest your hands over your face, over your eyes. And then separate your fingers as you allow the sunlight, the natural light or the light in your room to open your eyes, adjust to the light. And then take a stretch as you bring your arms above your head. Bring your legs together and reach into your feet, into your toes. And then slowly lower your arms as you take one knee into the chest and take the other knee into the chest. Lengthen your tailbone and gradually sway your knees side to side. Just rocking from one hip to the other hip. Just soothing out the muscles in our lower back. Depending on what you've been doing, you might be spending a lot of time sitting at your desk on the computer. And this is a really good way to just release the lower back. Let's do a few poses on our back here. So keep your head relaxed, your shoulders relaxed. Take your knees together and draw circles with your knees. So make circles one direction. You can hold onto your knees, or you can have your hands underneath your buttocks and your hips and just supporting here. Depending if you have any issues with your lower back, this can be really nice, or just generally it can be comfortable. Go nice and slow. And then when you come back to center, reverse and go the other way. Try to keep your knees together if you can. A gentle engagement of your core, especially when the knees come away from the chest. Just seeing how that feels in your body as you breathe. Let's take both the knees back to the chest, holding onto your right knee, onto the shin, and you can lower your left foot to the floor, or you can even extend your left leg long. Flex into your left foot and your ankle. As we take a few breaths here, bring your right knee away from your chest as you inhale, straighten your arms, and as you exhale, draw the right knee all the way to your chest, as close as you can get it. And then inhale, knee comes away, allow room for the belly to expand. And then exhale, hugging it in. Let's take a few more like this. If you want to go a little deeper, you can lift your head and your shoulders and draw your nose to your knee. And then lower down. Awesome, let's release the head and bring the left knee back to the chest. Hold onto your left knee or shin and lower your right foot to the floor. Extend it straight, extend through the heel of the foot. And just start with that movement of knee coming away from the chest as you inhale, and then exhale, drawing the knee closer to the chest. This helps to lengthen our hip flexors into the thigh, just warming gently. Just moving nice and slow, there's no rush this evening. Option to lift your head and shoulders and take your nose onto your knee and lower. Just moving with your breath cycle. Awesome. Let's release the head. Bring your right knee to your chest. Take the knees out to the side and draw your knees towards your armpits. And feel the space in your lower back just opening here. Take a few breaths here. Try to relax your hips and your legs. Bring your knees together again and bring your hands underneath your hips to support your lower back. Let's extend into our core a little more. So as we breathe in, bring your legs up towards the sky and then separate your legs apart and as wide as feels comfortable. Bend your knees and bring your knees back to your chest. So inhale to lift the legs. Exhale as we separate and draw knees to chest. Warming into the hips a little more. And just do what feels comfortable. So that goes with all the asanas. If anything doesn't feel right, you don't need to do it. Flex into your ankles, into your feet. And if you want a little stronger, you can, instead of taking your feet upwards, you can take your feet out diagonally and then extend out to the sides and back to the chest. Let's do a few more. Keep your head and your shoulders on the ground. And bring your knees back to center and we'll reverse, going the other direction. So first we separate the knees, press through the heels, legs come wide, and then draw your legs back together, knees to chest. So we inhale first as we stretch out, and then exhale, draw the knees to chest. So continuing to move with that complete yoga breathing. Breathing into your abdomen, your rib cage, your upper chest. Remember, the option to go a little further is to bring your legs a bit more parallel, a little closer to the floor. One more circle here. And then knees back to chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. If you can, lift your head and shoulders off the floor. Squeeze into a ball. And then exhale, lower. We'll roll over to one side. So feet to the ground, roll over. And then pressing your way up comfortably, coming up to a seated position. So crossing your legs. And again here, if you need support for your lower back or to help you sit taller in your spine, you can invite that cushion under your hips. Let's just soften the shoulders. So roll the shoulders backwards a few times. And roll the shoulders forwards a few times. We'll come into some nice opening stretches for the shoulders now. So let's take a breath in and lift the arms all the way up. Reach into your fingers, your hands. And then as you exhale, slowly lower your hands and bring your chin to your chest. Breathing in as we lift the arms all the way up. Feel the sides of your body stretching here. And then exhale as you slowly lower your palms, your arms down, chin to chest. Let's do 2 more of these. Inhale. And long exhale. Let's slow this breath even more down. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Bringing our hands into the knees and taking your upper body over towards your right leg and then bringing it forward across the legs and then the other side. So just some easy, simple movement into our hips. If you find your legs crossed, it's a bit uncomfortable, you can bring one foot in front of the other foot if that feels okay in your hips, and then you can maybe go a little wider. Try to keep your chest broad. And start to feel that space into your lower back, the sides of your body, getting a bit more of a stretch. Find an easy flow here. Let's take one more big circle this way. As you come back through center, inhale, lift tall, lift your chin. And then exhale, round your back. Draw your navel to your spine, your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Inhale, come to center, and then move your body in the other direction. Let's take about 5 or 10 circles, nice and wide. Yeah, just tuning in with that rhythm of your breath. Feel the breath flowing through the body. One more circle this way. And then come back through to center. We're going to now extend our left leg out and bring the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. And if this knee is super high, you can just slide a cushion, or if you maybe have some yoga blocks, you can pop it under there. Sitting evenly through your feet, flex into your left foot. And then place the back of your left hand on your thigh and slide it down your leg to wherever comfortable. So maybe it comes to the thigh, the knee, or the shin, or maybe the ankle. Take a breath in and bring your right arm up and over as if you're creating a big rainbow across the sky. Nice. Don't worry about reaching to your foot. Try to draw the chest and the shoulder back and reach more up and over. And if that's uncomfortable with the hand on the shin, you can bring it to the inside of the leg. Again, just encourage the chest through the shoulder back. And you'll feel an awesome stretch in the side of your body here. So breathe into that stretch. Try to find a bit of softness. So if you're rigid, try to just relax the muscles a little more. Find length through the arm, the fingertips as you inhale. Relax as you exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, let's lift that right arm. And then lower your right palm beside your right hip onto the floor. And we're going to circle this left arm in front. And then just big scoop as we roll that left arm up and back. And if you can from here, press into that right palm firmly. Lift your hips up and roll onto your right shin, knee, and open the chest. Draw that left arm up and back. Let's pause here for a moment. Extend through the left toes, the foot, the hips, the legs. Just breathe if you can hold it. If not, just stay on your hips. Let your head look back or let it just relax. And then slowly lower your hips. Let's take the left arm forward, and this time bring your right arm forward as well. So we're coming to face that leg. So you can cross that right arm across the leg and take it to the outside of the shin, knee or thigh. And then the left arm is going to cross over so that we're making a cross with the arms. And then if you can, just folding forward to whichever degree you can. And be aware of this rounding in your back. So if you can always ease off. Try to lift that space in the center of your chest and bring that forward. And then drop the shoulders back and relax. So you might start to feel it a bit more in the hamstrings, again into that lower back, side body. And then feel the breath moving through the body. Sometimes when we focus on an area in the body that we are stretching, and we try to send the breath there. So for instance, here we can breathe in. And when we exhale, we can relax the thigh, the leg. Specifically, you can breathe in and exhale, soften your hamstring muscles. Or wherever you feel the stretch. Let's take one more breath here. Very slowly lift your head, your shoulders, your chest. Bring your hands back to center. Just pause here for a moment with a neutral spine. Inhale and exhale. Great, let's switch sides. So bring your left knee in and extend your right leg out. Take that left foot to the inside of the right thigh. And we start with the back of the right hand, sliding it down the leg wherever it feels comfortable. Keep that shoulder down as we inhale, taking that left arm up and create that big rainbow up and over. So bring that arm wherever feels comfortable. Okay, we're not aiming to drop down and try to hold the foot. We're aiming to draw the chest through, even thinking of that lower rib cage. So your right rib cage coming through, the left rib cage, left side of the ribs going back. And then as you find this beautiful opening into the body, breathe into that space. Try to not find the rigidity, that's a word, the rigidness in the body, but try to find the softness in the body. Come aware of the muscles that you feel that are being stretched. Take some deep breaths. And just start to appreciate how the body can move in this way. Yoga is a wonderful practice where we can actually move our body in different ways that we wouldn't do very often. Let's take another breath here. On your inhale, let's lift that left arm up and down, and then take that right arm up. So ground into your left palm now. We're going to take that right fingertips forward, slicing the horizon, and then bringing that right arm up. As you press into the hand, perhaps you can lift your hips here and draw that right arm up and back to create this opening now into the front of the body, so into the hip, the stomach, into the abdomen, to the thigh, to the shoulder, and to the arm. If it's too much to hold here in the hand, you can just bring your hips down. Otherwise, stay here for a few more breaths. Keep pressing the hips forward, drawing that right arm back. If you're trying to reach to the floor behind you, but obviously it's a bit of a way off, so don't let the hand come down, but as if you're reaching for the floor. Take one more deep breath. Beautiful. Slowly lower your hips. Bring that right arm forward, down. And we take that left arm across the body as we cross the arms. Left hand to the outside, right hand to the inside, either thigh, knee or shin, or maybe ankle. And then draw the shoulders back as we send the abdomen, the chest forward and down. Just let your neck be equal on all sides. And breathe. Try not to feel like you need to force your body down. It's more of a letting go into the pose, a softening into the pose, a surrender into the pose. And when we allow our body this opportunity to let go, to drop into that space, let your mind come with you. Don't let your mind be somewhere else and your body be here. Bring your mind into the body, into that present moment. What you're feeling, the sensations in the body, and the breath. Relax your facial muscles, your jaw. Very slowly lift your head, lift your heart center, come back up. Sit with a neutral spine, chest open, shoulders back and down. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice. From here, we're actually going to swing our legs around to one side and come into tabletop position. So take your legs to one side, bring your knees onto the ground, the top of your feet onto the ground, your hands underneath your shoulders, knees under hips. Draw your shoulders back and lift your heart center forward. Take a stretch into your abdomen, your belly here. As we exhale, round your spine, lead with your tailbone, so tuck your pelvis under, round the spine, chin all the way to chest. And then soften your elbows as you roll the shoulders back. Again, bring the stomach down, the chest forward, the chin up. And then exhale as you round. Move through a nice gentle cat-cow. Bring that space more into the full length of your spine, your back, the front of your body, open to your throat. Move in a way that feels good, that feels comfortable, that feels opening. Really release into the shoulders, so rolling through those shoulders. Let's take this into our downward facing dog now. So keeping your hands where they are, just slide your knees a little further back and curl your toes under. Take a moment to strengthen into your shoulders. So firm your shoulders up. Engage your core and then lift your knees, hover them off the floor for a moment. Press into your palms. Gently lift your hips up and back. You can adjust your feet if you need to. And just be soft here. Be aware of how this feels in the back of your legs. So you can bend your knees a couple times. You can pedal through the heels. Just a nice slow entry into this pose. Experience how it feels to move in this way. Chest drawing it back to the thighs, lengthening into the arms. And at any stage, if you feel it's too much, just bring your knees back down. You can come into a child's pose. From here, we're going to look forward and gently walk the feet to the top of the mat. Come onto your fingertips if you need to. And then inhale, bring your arms out in line with your shoulders, so at shoulder distance apart. As you exhale, bend your knees and bring your hands down. You can hold onto your feet, or you can literally let your arms drop. Bring the back of your hands onto the floor. Your head is just hanging out here, so let your head drop. Soft knees. And maybe you can relax your abdomen on your thighs. Try to find a bit of stillness in the pose now if you can. Grounding into your feet. If you can, gently, subtly start to lift your hips a bit higher. Really nice, easy, simple inversion. Letting the head relax. Take a few more breaths here. And then bending the knees, let them be really soft and deep bend as we uncurl the spine. Rolling our way up, all the way to our mountain pose. So as you come to stand, bringing your head to a neutral position. And if you can, try not to move too much and just stand still. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart and ground into your feet here. Close your eyes if you wish. Draw your shoulders back and down. Moving very slowly. Let's come through a gentle salute sequence. So inhale, lift the arms, lifting all the way up. Gentle back bend. And then exhale as we soften the knees, bring the arms out, wide and down. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, thighs, or out in line with your shoulders. Exhale as we fold. Let's step the right foot back now. Lower your right knee, uncurl the toes and come into a low lunge. So check this front knee is in line with the ankle. Bring your hands into your hips and then inhale, let's lift the arms up. Exhale, bend your elbows and bring the hands, or the elbows down, sorry, and the hands in line with your elbows, so goalpost arms. Try to keep your neck equal as you gaze forward, soften your eye gaze. And just breathe into the hips, into the lunge. Take 3 deep breaths here. If you find it's too strong, bring your hands down or support your back knee with a blanket. Nice, inhale, reach your arms up and then spread your fingers and slowly, as you bring your hands forward, stretch your arms and lower your hands. Ground your palms and step back to a supported plank. So here the hips are in line with the shoulders and the knees. Strong core. Let's breathe in. And as you breathe out, bend your elbows and lower your chest and your stomach down. Inhale, take a cobra, lift your head, chest, draw your shoulders back, reach through your feet and your inner thighs engage, cobra. And then slowly lower your chest down. Nice, let's press back through our supported plank. And then if you can, lift your knees and press back into your downward facing dog. Let's take about 5 breaths here. Can continue to pedal, or if you want to find that stillness in the pose, try to ground into your palms, lengthen your arms, draw your sitting bones high so your spine is long, and then feel the energy move down the back of your legs, down your thighs, down the calf muscles, into the heels as you send the heels back and down. Take another deep breath here. Look forward, walking slowly your feet back to the top of your mat. And then inhale your hands to shins, thighs, or in line with your shoulders. And exhale, fold forward. We'll take a shorter forward fold here, so just take one more breath. And then uncurl as you rise slowly. Bring your arms up and around. And then exhale, palms to heart center. Take another grounding, slow breath here. Let's repeat with the other leg. Inhale, lift the arms, stretch up and back. Exhale, forward fold, soft knees as you lower down. Inhale, halfway lift, draw the shoulders back. And then exhale to fold. Step your left foot back this time. Lower the knee, come into your low lunge. Make sure the right knee is in line with the right ankle. And then take your hands to your hips. Just notice how that feels. You can always walk further forward or ease off. And then inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, bend the elbows. And just holding here. Draw the back of your hands and the elbows slightly back. And then the shoulders down. Keep the arms strong. Breathe, sink into the hips. Notice how everything is connected from head to finger, fingers to toes. Inhale, gently lift your arms, and then we slowly descend the palms down to the floor as you reach through your arms. If someone's trying to reach for you and you're trying to reach for them, lower down. Nice, let's step that right leg back to our low lunge, our low plank. And then if you want, you can come into a high plank as you curl the toes and lift the knees. Just an extra version for a little bit stronger of a practice. Let's slowly lower. Let's bring the body weight forward and then bend the elbows. Bring your chest down. Reach through your feet, engage your inner thighs, lift head, chest. Press into your palms for your cobra. Just come as high as feels comfortable. And then gently lower your abdomen and chest. Press back to downward facing dog through your knees or all the way back. Let's take another 5 rounds of breath here. Grounding into your feet, ground into your hands. And we'll slowly come forward and lower the knees down. Bring your hips back to your heels. And then come into your child's pose. You might feel like coming into that mouse-like child's pose, curling everything up tight into a ball. Or you might feel a bit more open and bring your knees a little wider. Oh, there's a big ant. Take your hands forward. Hello, little ant. And down. So find your child's pose, whichever feels comfortable. And then become aware of your breath. If you can, just close your eyes. Take some deep breaths here. Gently lift your head and walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. Just as far around and feels comfortable. And then bringing your head down to the ground. If you want a deeper stretch, you can bring your right hand on top of your left hand. And we want to feel the stretch into the right side of the body. So if you don't feel the stretch, walk your hands further. If you do feel the stretch and you've gone too far, just don't go so far. So feel it out for your body. Wherever you are, breathe. Let your head and your arms relax. So you're trying to let your shoulders drop down. We'll slowly lift the head and walk our hands back through center and then come over onto the other side. Walk your hands as far around as feels comfortable and then lower your head, lower your shoulders down. Try to draw your hips back to your heels. Breathe into the left side of your lungs, of your body. And slowly walk our hands back through center and walk our hands back towards the body. We're going to come into a kneeling position. So there's a few options here. You can just come to kneeling where we sit the hips onto the heels, or you can come into a hero pose variation of kneeling. So this is where we Separate the feet out to the side and bring our hips in between our heels. If that becomes too strong, especially if it's too much for the knees, just come back to kneeling or cross your legs. And if you did want to try this variation, you could sit on a cushion, so it's a little bit more padding. So wherever you are, get comfortable, and we're going to do some neck stretches, so you want to be comfortable because we'll be here for just a few minutes. Let's bring our right ear to our right shoulder. Just pause, drop the shoulders down. You can stay here with the hands rested, or you can bring your right hand onto your left ear, your left hand down. Not forcing the stretch, just letting the weight of your hand be heavy. Breathe into the muscles in your neck. Again, another awesome stretch that we should try to do daily as much as we can. The neck, so strong as it holds the weight of our head, as well as the spine. So we want these muscles not to be stiff or sore. We actually want them to be quite open and flexible and spacious. Keep your hand on your head if it's there. Just draw your chin down towards your shoulder, your chest. And take the right hand to the back of your head. So you're feeling that stretch in another part of the neck. Try to relax your right shoulder as well as your left shoulder. And soften your facial muscles. And slowly release your right hand. Keep your chin down and then roll your chin across your chest over to the other side. Look over your left shoulder. And then again, roll chin across the chest and look over your right shoulder. Come back to the left and tilt your ear towards the shoulder. Bring your left hand onto the side of your head, onto your right ear, and your right hand down. Drop the shoulders. And again, you can always check in with how your knees and your hips feel. If this is too much, just change positions. It's quite good to stretch our feet out as well. As this, again, is good to bring movement to our ankles. Sometimes they can be stuck in that position a lot. So here we get to open those muscles in the top of the feet, the very front of the ankle. Let's draw the chin down towards the chest and the collarbone and bring your right hand to the back of your head. Take some long, deep breaths here. And then release that hand slowly, and we'll continue with those half circles. So bring your chin again across the chest, over the shoulder. Try to look over the shoulder so that stretches the front of the neck. And then roll and look over the other shoulder. Just do that a few times. You may wish to take a full circle here a couple times. Just move nice and slowly. It feels good to get a full range of motion in the neck. In the other direction as well. Oh, my neck feels so good. Hope yours feels as good. Let's come back to center. Take a breath in and reach the arms up. And relax. So we're ready for our relaxation now. So you can come out of this stretch for your legs. Actually, we're going to come onto our hands and can just pat your feet out here, or you can even lift your feet and take some nice circles into the ankles and the other way. Nice, let's come over onto our back now. And we'll come into some relaxation. So lower onto your back. Get comfy, draw your knees to your chest for a moment. Hug your knees in. Take any final stretches you want to do on your back. Sometimes it's nice to finish with a little twist. Or maybe you want to do a little happy baby pose. So I'll just give you a minute to do whatever pose feels right for your body now. And it's all going to feel different for each of us. And when you are ready at your own time, you can come into your shavasana, into your relaxation. So you can extend your legs out, or you can have your feet to the floor, knees together, your choice. You can bring your arms beside your body, open into your shoulders and your chest. And get nice and comfortable. Use any support that you wish. And close down your eyes. And become aware of your breath. Just feel this gentle wave of relaxation traveling from the top of your head, down your face, your neck, down your chest and shoulders, down your arms, and down your hands. And down into your fingers. And feel that relaxation travel down your spine, your back. Relax down into your abdomen, all your internal organs. Relax into your hips, your pelvis, and your glutes. And relax into your thighs. Your legs are heavy. And soften your knees, your lower legs, your ankles and feet. And relax all the way down into your toes. Feel this relaxation moving like a wave across your entire body. You can visualize the calm beach and waves in your mind. Just imagine that you're sitting on the beach and there's this beautiful crystal blue ocean in front of you. And you're just watching these beautiful, calming waves before your eyes. Just watching the waves go in and out. As you watch those waves in your mind, try to let your breath synchronize with the waves. Feel your body becoming more relaxed, more calm, more peaceful. As you let go completely now. Come back to that wave-like breath. Just say in your mind, I am aware that I am inhaling. I am aware that I am exhaling. When you're ready, you can bring gentle movement to your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your ankles. And then take your arms above your head and enjoy a big stretch. Lower your arms and take your knees to your chest. You can hug them in or rock side to side a couple times. And again, just rolling over to one side. Gently coming up without disturbing yourself too much. Coming up to a comfortable seated position. And just crossing your legs, sitting tall in your spine. Relaxing your hands, the back of your hands on your knees. Your shoulders down. And just close down your eyes as you soften your facial muscles. Come back to your breath. We're going to conclude our practice with our mantra meditation now. So I'll sing the mantra Gauranga. We say it in 4 syllables. Gaur-ra-anga. Anga. So I'll say that mantra as you listen to the sound. Try to bring your mind's focus onto the sound. And then you can join in with me and sing along as well if you like. So the idea of kirtan is someone leads, so I'll sing it and then you would sing it, and then I would sing it and you would sing it. So we'll go in this call and response. And again, just try to listen and rest in the sound. Try to relax and find that nice inner peace that comes from these beautiful sounds. Now it's your turn. Your turn. So let's finish taking our last breath together. Let's use the arms. As we inhale, stretch your arms out. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Thank you for joining me. I hope you had a nice, chilled, relaxing session. And if you have any questions or any comments about the class, please just type that in below. Thank you and namaste.